brothers, we are sisters joined together in love. We are brothers, we are sisters joined together in love. We are brothers, we are sisters joined together in love. We are brothers, we are sisters joined together in love. Love, 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 joined together, together in love. Love, 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 joined together, together in love. Sing love now, we are brothers, we are sisters joined together in love. We are brothers, we are sisters joined together in love. Little louder now, we are brothers, we are sisters joined together in love. We are brothers, we are sisters joined together in love. Love, 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 joined together, together in love. Love, 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 joined together, together in love. Sing joy now, we are brothers, we are sisters joined together in joy. We are brothers, we are sisters joined together in joy. We are brothers, we are sisters joined together in joy. We are brothers, we are sisters joined together in joy. Joy, 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 joined together, together in joy. Joy, 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 joined together, together in joy. Sing peace now, we are brothers, we are sisters joined together in peace. We are brothers, we are sisters joined together in peace. Little louder now, we are brothers, we are sisters joined together in peace. We are brothers, we are sisters joined together in peace. Peace, 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 joined together, together in peace. Peace, 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 joined together, together in peace. Last time, love, we are brothers, we are sisters joined together in love. We are brothers, we are sisters joined together in love. We are brothers, we are sisters joined together in love. And last time, we are brothers, we are sisters joined together in love. Love, 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 joined together, together in love. Love, 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 joined together, together in love. Everybody sing joy together. Oh, joy together. Oh, joy together. Oh, joy. Join together, together in love. Join together, together in love. Join together, together in love. Join together, together in love.
Good morning and welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living Santa Rosa virtual service. I am Edward Fillion, the Senior Minister, and it is my pleasure to welcome you to our community. If this is your first time visiting with us, please go to our website at www.cslsr.org to find out information about who we are and what services we offer for our community to stay connected, to welcome new people during this time of shelter in place. I invite you also to visit our Instagram page at www.instagram.com/, and then you enter our ID for our center, which is easy to remember, CSL Santa Rosa, one word. If you're an Instagram user, please follow us, and you'll notice that in the profile of our account, there is an easy link to a number of convenient places to visit, like registration for class, like finding our center on Facebook. So please do follow us on social media, and you can help us spread the word about a world that works for everyone by doing 3 easy things on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter. Like our posts, make a comment on them, and then share them. Because as you may already know, the artificial intelligence that monitors these activities looks for them to know whether or not content is interesting and viable. So you can help us spread the word. This month, October, we're talking about the self-givingness of spirit. And we're beginning today by talking about giving. Now, to prepare us to receive the message, we use music. So I invite you to settle into this morning's experience by taking a deep breath in. And as you exhale, let go of everything and trust with me that somewhere between the music and the meditation, the affirmative prayer and the message is exactly what you are seeking for the next step of your spiritual journey. Welcome.
When I pray, I feel my heart go deeper, my heart go deeper into my God. When I pray, I feel my heart go deeper, my heart go deeper into my God. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. When I pray, I feel my soul go deeper, my soul go deeper into my God. When I pray, I feel my soul go deeper, my soul go deeper into my God. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. When I pray, I feel my love go deeper, my love go deeper into my God. When I pray, I feel my love go deeper, my love go deeper into my God. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. When I pray, I feel my heart go deeper, my heart go deeper into my God.
One power, one presence, one divine infinite source of all life, ever present in the seen and the unseen and the known and the unknown. And it is right here, right now, ever creating and ever expressing its limitless goodness. And I am a part of this oneness, this wholeness, this divine source is ever creating and has created me, unfolding in divine perfection, filling me and my breath with its goodness, beating my heart, knowing that I'm fully supported. And just as this is true for me, it is true for each and every one that has come to this service today. Each is an individuated expression of that divine source, held and supported and loved in all its goodness. And so I claim for today's service an unfolding of openness to the message, blessing all that have gone to put it together, the musicians, those behind the scenes working the Zoom, those that are participating, and those that have come to hear the message. And I claim that they are open to that which is spoken, knowing that each is connected in that wholeness, connected to one another in its goodness, and that we are grounded in this truth of the being of spirit. And I give great thanks and celebrate with joy and gladness for this truth, for this message, for the unfolding. And with nothing left to do but to release my word, I simply let it go into that infinite law of mind, knowing that it is already done, and I let it be, and so it is. Hello, my name is Lorena Fisher, a prayer practitioner at the center here. Today's affirmation from our Beyond 2020 Spiritual Vision book of affirmations is, I am surrounded by infinite possibilities and endless opportunities. I am guided to make right choices, and so it is.
My God is my good. All the good there is belongs to me. My good is my God is my good. All the good I seek belongs to me. That's my truth with a capital T. It's all about living free. My good is my God. My good is my God. I have all I ever need. My good is my God. My good is my joy. My joy is my good. All the joy there is belongs to me. My good is my joy. My joy is my good. All the joy I seek belongs to me. That's my truth with a capital T. It's all about living free. My good is my God. My good is my God. I have all I ever need. My good is my God. 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 My good is my God.
We're talking about charity today. It's a beautiful word, charity. It's related to a Latin word, caritas. And that word, caritas, well, it means a lot of things. It means to care for, it means to be a friend to, it means to love. It's also closely related to compassionate treatment towards people who are in distress, for example. To me, charity also means to be generous in my thoughts, with my possessions, with my time. It also means to make generous assumptions about other people. That's charity. It also means to help, to contribute, to share. And I think of charity and all that it means. I think of it as our superpower. It's something that we did not create. We arrived in this existence with it pre-installed. We didn't create it. It is in us. We do get to activate it, to release it, to express it. I guess it's like we click our wrists together and shout out caritas to release an explosion of generosity and loving kindness. It may seem counterintuitive to talk about generosity right now because times are difficult. Things are hard for us up here in Northern California in particular. There's so much stress. There's so much going on in our nation as we approach this election cycle. And it seems to be with shelter in place, add all of these things together, and then being a human, just being a human is becoming more and more complicated every moment. And I see the inclination, the tendency may be to withdraw, to move in, to self-protect, to contract. Well, here's why it's important to use our superpower of charity right now. It's because generosity, giving, sharing, caring, loving kindness are all very well known to do such things as to rebalance our mind, body, and soul. Well known to relieve the pressures that come from fear and isolation and confusion. Well known to make a positive difference in the world, in others, and in ourselves. They're well known to have emotional, physical, and even material benefits. They're well known for creating meaning, connection, and fulfillment. That's why we ought to use our superpower of charity and all that it means right now. Up here in Northern California, we're seeing evacuations take place. And I'm seeing this generosity of spirit that I'm talking about in action. I'm seeing members of our community taking in evacuees with their pets. I'm seeing members of our community offering up their whole homes if they've got elsewhere to go so that people they don't even know, strangers, can be safe. It's reminding me of this time 10 years ago when a young 20-something lady, a woman in our community, she needed an environment for her probation program, and it had to be an alcohol and drug-free home, and she had nowhere to go. At the same time, another young 18-year-old woman with absolutely no means of support suddenly found herself without a home, and she had nowhere to go. And so I got onto social media and I asked the people in our community, and within minutes, I had dozens of offers for help. And this outpouring of support, well, it brought tears to my eyes that these families were willing to take strangers in, refugees, to give them a chance with full knowledge of their troubled past, with no assurance of it working out well. Oh, it touched me deeply. And I can tell you something that 10 years later, those acts of generosities have had lasting effects on the young people whose lives were touched and shaped by charity. Note to self: don't go along with the crowd if it's contracting right now. No. Rather, duplicate, copy the nature of the divine in me, and then through my superpower, activate it and express it in whatever small way I can in the world today. You know, in Christianity, charity is one of the most important virtues. The Apostle Paul describes it in the first letter to the Corinthians, chapter 13. And I'm going to read to you the King James Version here because the word caritas is translated as charity in the early versions, early translations of the Bible. Though I speak with the tongues of humans and of angels, and I have not charity, then I become as sounding brass or a tinkling cymbal. Wow. In other words, take charity out. Without charity, without loving kindness, without care, my words may be empty. Or even worse, my words could become part of the disturbance and further irritate the already stressed out world. So that's important for me to take in right now. Even when I'm speaking about white supremacy, even when I'm speaking about gender equity, even when I'm speaking up about justice, can I do my best to center my words in my superpower of charity so that I do not become an irritation? Now, Paul goes on to say, and though I have the gift of prophecy and understand all mysteries and all knowledge, and though I have all faith so that I could remove mountains, and I have not charity, I am nothing. Oh, wow. You know, this reminds me of a time when I went to a conference to gather up new skills to be a better minister in the world. I was so excited about this. I had in my mind that I was going to gather up these new technologies of working with people and becoming a better minister. Now, the first day I walked into the conference room, the facilitator had put up a big poster, and on it, one sentence that said, people don't care what you know until they know that you care. Well, I had never heard that phrase before. And when I read it, what a wake-up call. I realized, without caring, without a charitable heart, without a generosity of spirit, knowledge is nothing. That rings true for me. And then Paul goes on. And though I bestow all my goods to feed the poor, and though I give my body to be burned, and I have not charity, it profiteth me nothing. Wow. You know, today in our world, there is so much blustering, self-promotion these days, so much dazzle and posturing, as if we can't see through it. We can. You see, the wonderful thing about having a superpower of charity is that when I tune into it, it tunes me into what is good and true and right. And that is so important to me right now as we approach this election cycle, to stay in the mindset of what is good and true and right, and to watch out for bluster and posturing and empty words. Then Paul goes on with these now famous words that many of us are familiar with because they are frequently used in wedding ceremonies. And here the word charity is used to translate caritas instead of the word love in the King James Version. So think of this passage now as describing the qualities of your superpower, while you keep in mind that you did not create the superpower, charity. No, it comes pre-installed. We activate it, and here is the list of its qualities, or you may say its benefits. Charity endures long and is kind. Charity envieth not. Charity does not boast. It is not puffed up. Doth not behave itself unseemly. Seeketh not her own. Is not easily provoked. Thinketh no wrongdoing. Rejoiceth not in untruths, but rejoiceth in the truth. Beareth all things, believeth all things, hopeth all things, endureth all things. Charity never faileth. And then at the end, so faith, hope, charity abide, these three. But the greatest of these is charity. Your superpower is the greatest of all the virtues. Your natural, passionate, focused, intentional, loving kindness is the greatest gift. And if you're anything like me right now, you may have been distracted from your superpower. Or you may have been questioning if it's even enough. Perhaps that's because charity is often thought of as passive, weak, too soft. But I don't think of it like that, especially when I think about it as love and generosity. I do not think those are weak. If you've ever tended to a dying loved one, if you've ever tended to a friend's broken heart, if you've ever attended to an unexpected tragedy, or if you've ever tended to a friend who is struggling with depression or mental wellness, or if you've ever contributed to the well-being of a stranger when you felt uncertain and scared about doing so, or if you've ever felt a knot tie up in your stomach when you hear the threat of war or the talk of intolerance or racial superiority and you still have to speak anyway, then you know that charity is fierce. It is deep, authentic, meaningful, and powerful. It is taking a stranger with a difficult past into your home. It's sharing with someone in need when your own resources are thin. It calls us to show up when we are tired. It calls us to listen when no words will ever be enough. It calls us to be there. It calls us to show up. And it calls us to trust in a power greater than we are, and to step out onto the skinny branch and to believe in what is invisible until we bring it out into the visible. You know, in Confucian teaching, the teachings of Confucius, there are 5 virtues. And they are propriety, wisdom, righteousness, sincerity, and the jewel in the crown, charity. Charity is the virtue upon which all the others depend. In fact, we can ask, what would the others be without generosity of spirit, without loving kindness, without charity? That first virtue, propriety, you know, it means civility, courteousness. What is civility without charity? Just a show. You know, I'm remembering right now the very first time that I had an HIV blood test taken, you know, back in the beginning of the epidemic, when everyone was scared, as were the staff at the clinic where I showed up in my fear to get tested. Now, the staff at the clinic were actually more than scared. They resented having to tend to me and take my blood. And they showed it. Well, we were all scared in those days, and I don't blame them, you know. You could say they treated me civilly, but without charity. And as I prepared to leave the clinic, I was feeling even more afraid than when I had entered, because I had seen now the look of what appeared to be thinly disguised hatred directed toward me. At least that's how I experienced it. And as I walked past the receptionist, she looked up at me and her face softened and she said something. Now, I can't remember what it is that she said, but I can remember the charity, the generosity of her smile, and the risk she took with her kindness. And I remember what a difference it made. That's a superpower. It's the same thing with all the other virtues we listed. What is wisdom without charity or generosity? What is righteousness without kindness? What is sincerity without loving kindness? In fact, can a virtue be a virtue if we subtract loving kindness? Wisdom without love may not be wise at all. And what will guide me in being wise today if not kindness, generosity, caring, charity, especially now? Because no matter how the world is tugging for my attention, I must stay with my superpower. I must stay with loving kindness, because it will reliably take me to the right kind of wisdom. Here's what wisdom looks like when it is steeped in charity. All people are created equal and are endowed with inalienable rights of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. I got to stay with that. No matter what messages may be drummed up around me to attempt to make me be scared of others, of strangers. My superpower, if I activate it, of charity, it will not let me fall for it. I know that I cannot be made to believe that injustice is equal to justice. It's the same with righteousness and with sincerity. What do they become when I take love, kindness out of them? There is an idea in Confucianism that humans have the ability to make what is invisible, like these virtues, to make what is invisible visible through our actions, through our right actions, through our mindful activities and ceremonies. Or in other words, how we do something. For example, love is invisible until you and I make it visible. When we forgive, when we help, when we speak, when we serve, when we appreciate, when we share. I told Kevin the other day that love becomes visible when he tidies up the kitchen. He did not think that was a very loving thing to say. But seriously, though, what we're talking about here is the idea that we can reveal heaven on earth by doing charitable things, kind things, loving things. Now you know me well enough to know that I am not talking about being a goody two-shoes, because I am not that. I never have been. I am not. I'm talking about something real, turning our raw, authentic, pre-installed loving kindness into a visible form. How? Well, by making food for the shelterless community, for example, like some of our members are doing. By checking in with community members to ask them how they are doing, like some of our members are doing. Or by taking a stand for those who have been marginalized. Or by having the courage to speak up to friends, neighbors, and family members about your spiritual values, the ones that support such things as gender equality, food security, water purity, planetary stewardship, racial justice, as if they are self-evident, as if they are the most natural ideas, so as to normalize the ideas of equality, inclusion, and equity. Again, I ask that question about virtues. What is a virtue if I take charity out of it? What is sincerity when I remove generosity of spirit from it? What is honesty when I remove love? Are there such things as loveless righteousness? Loveless sincerity? Uncharitable honesty? Unkind generosity? No. In a beautiful little book about giving, The Power of Giving is its title, the author writes, in Buddhism, one of the 7 treasures practitioners must cultivate is generosity. In Judaism, charity is the prescription to build a better world, and Jews are brought up to perform mitzvahs or good deeds. The Quran urges followers to help others and to give to people in need. In other faiths, such as Hinduism, generosity is lauded and perceived as a possible path to salvation. I leave you with this question. What does your faith tradition teach about charity? And how is it featuring in your life currently? Now for our prayer time, I'm going to move to a modern rendition of the Bible, the New International Version, and read to you the same passage that I read earlier as our prayerful meditation. So I invite you to take a deep breath in with me like this. And as you exhale, let your eyes close. Love is patient. Love is kind. It does not envy. It does not boast. It is not proud. It does not dishonor others. It is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. Love never fails. These three remain: faith, hope, and love. But the greatest of these is love. And then let the next breath you take be deeper than the one before. And as you exhale, let that movement of air make the transition to this part of our time together when we practice the law of circulation. The law of circulation is a series of practices that keep us in the flow of life. They include gratitude, acknowledgement, celebration, asking, receiving, forgiving, and giving. And this month we are going to be talking about those things. Next week we'll be talking about the importance of receiving and how we can contribute to a healthy spiritual world for all by learning to be a gracious and generous receiver. I want to thank those of you who have turned in your giving intention form. There is still time for all of you who have not yet done so to go to our website and complete your giving intention form. A giving intention form is how you let the leadership of the center know what you intend to contribute in the year 2021 so that we can make a budget. Now this year, 2020, those of you who participated received a book of affirmations. This year, we have planned something even more wonderful for those who contribute to Giving Intention for 2021. And it's a book of spiritual mind treatments in addition to a beautiful surprise that will come to you in the mail when you complete your 2021 Giving Intention form. And next week, I'm going to share a little bit more with you about the theme for 2021 and what we can look forward to in our Sunday celebrations. And now, please enjoy this music while you consider the place of value that the center has in your life. Thank you for being part of this community.
This path that I travel is not straight. It twists and turns and doubles back around the garden gate. I follow as
Our steps will echo, voices ring, we laugh without a care. At other times, I walk in silence on my own, remembering what's left behind on my way back home. This path that I travel, I will choose. No matter what's around the bend, I cannot lose. Through forest dark or meadows lying in the sun, this path is my journey until it is done.
Hello everyone. One of my favorite tasks as webmaster is picking out photos to use on the home page of our website. All of my reminders today refer to those pictures. The first one I want to mention is of some beautiful pink roses representing the joy of circulation, giving and receiving. You can click on this picture to submit your giving intention for next year if you haven't already done so. The information you provide helps the center create a spending plan for 2021. Another picture is a dramatic stop-action photo of a water drop with rings rippling out from it. I chose this picture to represent circles for spiritual connection. These are small groups that start up next week. Click on this picture to read more and to sign up. The last day to register for a group is this Tuesday. Reverend Tara will start teaching What's Your Story, a spiritual enrichment course, on Monday, October 19th. Click on the picture of the student learning space to learn more. You know, one of the most gratifying experiences of my time at the center over the years has been serving on the Board of Trustees. If you are interested in learning about how to become a trustee, click on the picture of some people at a meeting. This will take you to a page where you can see a video and read the details. Some of you have written to say that you are starting to look at our website more to find information about what's coming up at the center. I'm really glad to hear that and want everyone to know that there is a purple box on the home page that says See All Events. When you click on that box, an illustrated roster is revealed that shows everything coming up at the center, including Reverend Joyce DeFala's weekday gathering at 10 a.m. for the beautiful daily practice of generating love. That's it for now. I hope you enjoy clicking on the pictures on our home page during the week ahead, and thank you for being part of our amazing spiritual community.
Good morning. I am Alicia.
And I am Sue. We are volunteers at Stepping Stones Books and Gifts here in the center. Right now we are filming from inside the newly renovated bookstore. A lot has happened in here since it closed in February, and we're not quite done. There is fresh paint and gorgeous new colors, beautiful new floors, some updated displays, and we even removed a wall to create a cozy book nook, all to make it an intimate and peaceful experience for your enjoyment. And today, we are very excited to announce some bookstore news.
Beginning this week, we are resuming limited online book sales for Books of the Month, Class Books, Ernest Holmes, and Edwards Books. We don't have everything in stock right now, but there's plenty to get started. Orders will be processed every Tuesday with 2 delivery options: by U.S. mail delivered right to your door, or pickup from the center parking lot, outside in the fresh air, all done with safety and health protocols. You will find more details on the Stepping Stones Books and Gifts website, via Shopify, or via the link on the cslsr.org website. We hope to receive your order soon and look forward to seeing you in the future in the new bookstore. Good health and blessings to you all.
A while back, I had a chance to chat with our board president, David Powers, who is here with me today. Hello, David.
Hi, Nancy.
And we were chatting about the role of spirituality and business and what David loves about serving on the board. So I wanted to ask if David would share with us a little bit about that today.
Yes, and thank you for asking me. It's interesting because our board operates differently than most businesses do, in that we operate from a position of consensus among us, where we all need to agree before we move on to other things. And if you have ever been to one of our board meetings, you can see how it operates. And if you haven't, I hope you come.
Yes.
So you can see it, because you can learn from it. At least I have learned from it. It starts off with the spiritual mind treatment, and then we read what's called our sacred covenant, which reminds us of our duties, and then we usually go into visioning or meditation. And what that does is it centers all of us, and it reminds us of the importance of our mission and what our center is doing in our community, and the importance that each one of us has.
So there's actual spiritual practice in every board meeting, which is something I love as well. Can you talk a little bit about what that experience has been for you personally, maybe what kind of impact that's had on your life and how you operate in business?
Yes, thank you. The first thing is, our spiritual practices teach us that spirit works in each of us. And having a model of consensus means that we really need to listen to each other closely and to try to understand each other. And so it's helped me a lot, because it's made me become more conscious of the conversations I have, but especially of just caring enough to just listen and understanding. And it doesn't mean that I always have to agree, or that people can't be upset, but it means that I can value them wherever they're at and what they're sharing.
That's so rich, David, what you just shared. And that's my experience as well, that our board meetings really, truly are about being together and serving each other, as well as serving the community and serving the center. You described it really well. Thank you. For those of you listening, if you're hearing something that sounds intriguing to you, we'd love to share more with you about it. And there's a page on our website that has information about being a trustee. It also has links to the contact information for all of the board members. I know I would love to chat with you if you'd like to learn more, but you can start by going to the website cslsr.org and look on the homepage for the link for Be a Trustee.
Please say these words with me. If they are not familiar to you, if you hang around with us long enough, they soon will be. Something wonderful is happening through me right now. It is this thing called life. Life is in my mind, life is in my body, and life is in my affairs. I think it, I feel it, and I accept it. Just the way that it is, and just the way that it is not. Thank you, life. Know with me that you are never alone. That spirit is right where you are. that you have only to look within at any moment to know that you're guided, sustained, and empowered by a presence that expresses itself in this world through you. In deepest gratitude, let us live our lives accordingly so that in everything that we do and say and think, we honor this presence within. And so it is. Goodbye, and I'll see you next week.
I am a light, I am a light, I am a light in this world. I am a light, I am a light, I am a light in this world. And I shine, and I shine, and I shine so bright, and I shine. And I shine, and I shine so bright. I am a light. I am a light. I am a light. I am a light in this world. I am a light. I am a light. I am a light in this world. And I shine. And I shine, and I shine so bright, and I shine, and I shine, and I shine so bright. Think of someone you are.